welcome to another episode of the Big Leap from Mirae Asset. And we this time go east. And who better than to start when we go east with Mr. Mudit Khanna of Insoft Financial Services from Kolkata. Mudit sir is a known name in the financial services environment in the east and across India. He, along with his partner, Mr. Sandeep Shingles, run a very successful enterprise in Calcutta called Insoft Financial Services. He set up this firm literally 22 years back in 1998 and is probably one of the full service financial services organization covering all array of products and has a large team and has been servicing clients across the globe for the more than now 2 decades. So another interesting part of our relationship with Mudit sir and Sandeep sir is that our AMC relationship with Insoft started even before our first scheme. So in Calcutta, the first application forms of Mirae Asset actually landed at the Insoft office before we even had a physical setup. The Mirae Asset operations in East literally started from Mudit sir's office table. So we had a long association and this episode was long overdue. So thank you, Mudit sir, for doing this session with us. We are so happy and honored to have you on the Big Leap episode with you. And I'll start with another 2 important factors about Mudit sir. He's a fantastic cook, which not many people know about it. He's a nature lover. One of our selfish reasons to go to Mudit sir's office is to have the nice view which he has about Calcutta greenery from his office and the birds which come on his windowsill. That's one of the lovely things when you visit an Insoft office, you can enjoy that. So Mudit sir, thank you again. Welcome to the Big Leap episode. We would really want you to start and tell the viewers, how did you start your journey in the financial services? What made you come into this?
Thanks for the lovely introduction, first of all. See, it all started in 1996, in fact, while I was doing my business administration. And I got introduced to one of my friends while doing my studies only. So he was into basically stockbroking.
Okay.
So along with him, I started off doing bit of, because it was a learning process. I was also studying. Everything was new to me. So I started off doing secondary market operations to a sub-broker kind of thing. And gradually I shifted to corporate FDs. And it's a long journey. In the initial days, post my completion of studies and all, I didn't join anywhere and I started on my own.
Wow.
So for the first year and a half, it was a bit tough because I was new in the field, I was young, I didn't have any clients. So client acquisition was the main thing.
Sure.
And in those days, mind it, we didn't have any digital technology, all these marketing
Absolutely.
stuff and all. So those were the days I used to get then I had a 2-wheeler and I hired a guy who in fact is still working with us
Lovely.
the last 22 years. So both of us used to go to different localities in and around my office space. And we used to drop all those pamphlets in the letter boxes. And we didn't have any land phone even. So if a lot of old people will remember, there was a device called pager.
Yes. We had one in the 90s.
Yeah. So I used to give those pager numbers there. And when I used to get a call, I used to rush to the local telephone booth to call back. So that way it all started. And touchwood, I would like to thank to God. Gradually I started getting clients. And in those initial days, a lot of my office is in South Calcutta. So there's an area called Golf Green where we used to distribute the pamphlets. So I got a lot of clients. And along with the equities, I started doing corporate FDs, which I got a very good response. And gradually I started adding up my clients. And then there is another thing. Along with this, Sandeep, as you had mentioned, he is my childhood friend. We
Lovely.
have studied from class standard 1 together.
That's a lovely thought that
Yeah.
friends turn to business together.
Yeah, so he joined me. In fact, we didn't initially have a thought that we'll be doing this business together. He had initiated another business. It was a CCTV business. At that time, it was a very in thing. 20 years, 22 years back, closed circuit television was nowhere to be seen. It was a very big thing to come in. But somehow, it didn't click. Maybe it was for the good for both of us. So we switched. He also joined me in '98, and in 1998 we changed our old name, and then we started in the style of Instock Financial Services. So since '98 we are doing together. That's the way how we started,
Okay.
and it was all through reference. From day one we had decided that best practices we are going to follow. And touchwood, gradually after initial 2-3 years was very tough to get clients, but our existing clients, they went on giving references, and today we are catering to, I'll say, more than 850-900 families.
Wow.
So, and they are all through references.
So lovely start. The CCTV turning to, we had other examples, people moving from libraries to now being in this line. You are talking about CCTVs and coming into the financial services line and totally built up. No natural market, no known existing clients, all one by one, brick by brick. So what were the key milestones, Mudit sir, during this journey? How did you go into the mutual funds? How did mutual funds come into it? How did you get your first 100 clients? Can you talk about that?
Most important milestone in our business was dematerialization of shares, I'll say.
Okay.
At that time, when we had started, it was all physical.
Yes.
If you remember, there used to be transfer deeds, then
Yes,
certificates
absolutely.
and all those things.
You had to get it signed with the broker behind it.
Exactly. So
Yes.
when National Stock Exchange came in, and this DMAT was a turning point.
Okay.
So by that time we had a few clients, and everybody had few shares, something or the other. So everybody wanted to have a DMAT account. It became a mandatory thing.
Okay.
So that was a very big turning point. We opened at that time about more than 500 DMAT clients.
Wow.
We tied up with an institution in Calcutta who were into DMAT providing services. So we became a franchisee of theirs, and then we started opening DMAT accounts.
Okay.
So with this, we got a lot of even more references, more business, and gradually with this, we saw like other people, they had different kinds of needs. So we also started adding on products in our umbrella.
Okay. Okay.
So post that, we added insurance, life insurance we added along with, and then the mutual funds also. Since we were in equity, there were a lot of investors, those who were not that savvy in direct equity.
Absolutely.
So we started coming to mutual funds also, and with different kinds of product innovations in mutual funds, we started converting a lot of corporate FD products into mutual funds also.
Absolutely.
Just to give them a small exposure. So that way it started and it moved on.
So technology changing and regulation changing means that increase the business for you, because people had to go from physical to DMAT. So there was a problem and you came with the solution. So I'm sure you would have seen other regulatory issues also changing over a period of time. This is 22 years. We have seen a lot of regulation happening. So how did you see regulation and changes coming and affecting your business, and did you grow out of it? What were your views on that?
See, regulations are very important because when you are dealing with such quantum of money,
Absolutely.
so regulation has to be there and it has to be strict.
Okay.
So touchwood, we initially, whenever a new regulation comes, it looks like that it's a hindrance in your business.
Absolutely. Yes.
But I will say whatever regulation has come till now, rather it has helped us to increase our business.
Okay.
whether it was entry load or sale in our business or other things, whatever you say, it's all good for the investors' point of view, and other lot of compliances which have come. Like initially, it was very easy to do, just to collect check and application and just log in. But post KYC and all, initially, no doubt we faced lot of issues. The time gap became longer, but then it helped us in a lot of other things also.
Absolutely.
Like, by the way, we are a small registrar in ourselves.
I know.
Like whenever a client comes to us, we maintain entire record of theirs, right from their photograph, PAN card, as of now, whatever documents, Aadhaar card, other used to be VI card initially.
Yes.
We have got everything of our clients. For 100% of our clients, we have everything.
Okay.
So that helps us in doing the future business with them faster, and it helps us the clients also, because we just discuss, we get the job done, and it comes like we save a lot of time for all this.
Okay.
Multiple collections and all we avoid.
Okay. So Mudit sir, 22 years, 900 families. What do you see has been the common thread which has made you being capable and ensuring that clients make money, their wealth is being managed, being protected, and what has been your success mantra for these many years, which you have, maybe you have done it yourself, you have seen from others. What do you think have been the Insoft's proposition to clients?
Sir, the most important thing, I believe, you have to be honest yourself. See, advising we are into advisory services. So basically, a client comes to us for the right advice.
Absolutely.
We have to look after our client's interest first. If you do so, I am 100% sure in our trade, everyone is going to do very well. So that was our motto from the day one. See, I won't say we didn't make any mistakes. We did, because of a lot of things happening in the market, and every time you see everything, whatever the problems we face, sometimes it's not the same thing what was earlier. Every time it's a new thing.
Correct.
So it's a learning process. We try to avoid the mistakes which we had done earlier to safeguard our investors for their future savings and investments.
Many of our viewers are advisors who are in the business. It's been a long journey for you. You have seen every sort of ups and downs, market and regulation and other changes. And when we are looking at the future, especially when we talk to each other in lockdown scenario, how do you see the future changing for the business, for peers? What advice will you give to others who are in the business or who are looking at this as a profession?
See, we have to change ourselves constantly, because as we all know, change is permanent.
Yes.
So in this time, like lot of businesses are totally shut.
Yes.
But we are digitally open at least.
Yes. Lovely.
So
yes.
I'll say we have to adopt ourselves. We have to take the use of technology going forward. Though a lot of advisors in our field, we are using it. In fact, I had switched to for mutual funds. Since I was into equity, so it was online for a long time.
Yes.
So we switched to for mutual funds to a platform wherein we got our clients registered online. Though a lot of clients didn't, since I have got a lot of senior clients as well.
Yes.
80% of my clients are into online mode for mutual funds as well. Rest are not. But in this time, during this lockdown, they have also understood that they have to be here.
Okay.
So we are into conversations and all post lockdown. The first thing we have to do is to enroll them in the online mode also. So online is the end thing. In fact, we have done a lot of transactions. We are doing corporate FDs, MFs, stock, insurance, everything online. In last month and a half, everything is in place. Not a single of my clients renewal premium is due. because we are into medical insurance, car insurance, everything is being done, everything is in place. So we have to adopt technology and we have to do it fast.
So in this difficult situation, that's the common thread I've seen, Mudit sir, where in difficult situation as a advisor, when you are available for them and you are getting, if they need money either to invest or they need money to take out, if as an advisor you are able to give them service today in difficult times when the whole world outside is shut down, the client's reaction will be very different. And that is what the feedback we are getting everywhere. That people are saying that if my business is as usual for the client will consciously or future will appreciate the fact that our business model has been created to be servicing client. That's been the feedback. So thank you so much, Mudit sir, for doing this. It was a lovely interaction. I think 22 years of experience we have distilled in this time. We really value, honor and respect the support you have given us since start. It's been more than a 10-year association, 12-year association with you. We only look forward to grow in the future.
Our pleasure as well to be associated with you.
Thank you so much. So take care.
Thank you.
And thank you viewers for seeing this lovely episode of The Big Leap coming from Calcutta. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.